Howdy, hey folks, Jesse here, and today it is a game that was a match. I feel like I said that recently. This was recorded while doing the local tournament this past weekend, and is a matchup that I want to, do. I am playing Imperial, and Hunter is returning again, and he is playing the yellow Rapidmon Hybrid, which is a really solid deck. This is game 2 out of the 3 games that we ended up playing. Unfortunately, game 1 and game 3 ended up being a blowout on either person's end. So game 2 is actually quite interactive, and so this is the one that I decided that I'm actually going to showcase and actually let it be on its own. So I believe I went first here. Unless, I'm a big dum-dum and got that mistaken. And Hunter went second. Hunter currently has a Zephyrmon and now a Salamon down in the breeding area and a Jet Sylphie. We already dealt the damage and hit a Wyvern's Breath right away, losing our XVmon, and Hunter already recovered back up to 5. We're both staying at 5 security at this point. We have 1 memory to do things with. And so we have the ST7 Vmon out on board. This is something that I'm testing out in the deck. I am thinking of going back to the BT8 Vmon. ST7 is good for the early game, but I don't know. That is besides the point. We're going to go and do the Davis, grab a Vmon, and send HPD to the bottom of the deck. So, Saki 1-of to the bottom kind of hurts, but also we're not relying on it. Hunter is going to go for a Pokemon. He's going to take the Kazemon, and he's got Cody, Kari, and TK to choose from. He went for the TK. I believe I made a joke about, and yeah, you just totally shuffle your deck after that, don't you? Interesting choice by Hunter to go with the Cody instead of the TK right there, but it is what it is. We're going to swing with the XVmon, get that jamming all going on. And we're going to evolve into Imperialdramon to suspend the Pokemon. And, well, gosh dilly dang, what are we doing? We're going to swing over that Pokemon because, hey, we don't want that over up in here. Up in here. Up in here. We are going to start the Jogress process of going into a Dino Beamon. I'm also testing out Dino Beamon over Chimeramon since Dino B is searchable and Chimera unfortunately is not. We are going to paralyze the Jet Sylphie and then swing into security. That is a Holy Flame, so that's going to be rough, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now we just have, some choices here. We got options, we got things we can do. We we're gonna go for a ST9 Vmon, grabbing out this Steinmon most likely. We're gonna send the Imperialdramon to the bottom of the deck, which is whatever. Hunter went to go on suspend the Jet Sylphie. I have to remind him, hey bud, it's stunned. He's going to bring up the Salamon. He is at 3 security at this point, and I believe it's either he's going to swing with the Salamon or he's just going to eat in his Javelin to get rid of our Dino B, which I think is a fair point, fair call. Not really much point to bring up the Salamon unless he super badly wants to what do y'all call it? What do the kids call it nowadays? Hatch the following turn. We're going to go for a Madoki in the breeding area, which is, it is what it is. We're going to jamming into that security. Jamming didn't really matter here. We hit a Patamon, which is 1k. I still need to get more of these Patamons, by the way. I only have 2, and they're fancy ones. We're going to put the Madoki into a Steinmon, because, Steinmon can evolve on blues, just any blues, which is nice. We're checking the camera time there. And Hunter's going to hatch a Cupimon, put a Patamon on under there, and then swing with the Salamon. He is going to hit an Omnimon. That is a dead Salamon draw because of Upamon, and also recover. The draw is mandatory, so I made sure that he did that. Actually, I think he remembered it before I did. So Hunter is at 2 memory, and I believe he's actually going to choose to do something that I would have done, but after making a different action, I would have spun over the XVmon before going in this fall down mode here. But that is besides the point. We're going to unsuspend. We're going to go to 3 because of Davis, and we're going to have a Steinmon hit the board. We're going to jam up on in there. He's going to search that security stack and not find any targets, unfortunately. We are going to Vmon because, hey, we actually didn't have a level 5 in hand. And we're going to find the Imperialdramon, the Dino Beamon once again. We're going to paralyze that fall down mode. And then Dino B on into it, jamming draw 1. Or draw 2, actually, I believe. And we hit into a TK Kari, which means Hunter starts his next turn with a lot of memory. But oh well. We're gonna go into the Imperialdramon Dragon mode. And so Hunter has 3 tamers out. We know we're for sure taking out the Steinmon just in case he does not Rapidmon us this next turn. But we're also going to play it slightly safe by going for the Vmon over the XVmon in case he does elect to Rapidmon us, which, hey, it looks like he will. Going all the way up to 7 memory, going down to 3, suspend and kill. And hey, you have to peek at Hunter's face for a second there. Oh boy, howdy. And Hunter's going to Susano away the dragon mode, which, ooh, that is rough. That feels bad, but we now have 4 memory to work with. Delicious, apparently. We're going to go into the ST7 Steinmon. Like I said, it is just something I'm testing out currently for the time being. And we're just going to Megadeth that Susan away because we would like to survive this following turn. And legitimately, if we did not do that, we would not have survived. And before anyone comments, I do believe Hunter actually missed his memory proc, the memory gain off of the Patamon inheritable. So realistically, I don't think it's going to matter too much, but hey, I'm just going to address it while I remember to. So Hunter's still staying in a more favorable position than us. Even though he is, you know, technically at lower security and all that. But hey, he has the ability to just recover and recover and recover. And he's going to swing at us, which I think is an interesting choice considering that he has the TK and Kari out. You know, unless he's planning on going into a fall down mode. But it looks like that might have been, no, that might have been his plan, but I don't think he's going to. Instead, I believe he's just going to play out another tamer. Yep. So I think, me personally, I would have elected to keep the, what words? Keep the TK and Kari live, by not swinging with Rapidmon there. Which is totally fine. You know, it is what it is. We are in such a rough position that we are needing to do a Lobomon on top of the Davis to go into a Imperialdramon, to get rid of only a Patamon because Jet Sylphie is just out of Imperialdramon's range. We're going to Ice Wall, and then I believe we're going to establish a new Davis that we've just been having in our hand, just chilling. Hey, look, there's HPD again, the second time that we're seeing it. Which is lovely. That means we have dug so far deep into our deck. And now we're just, I believe I even counted out how many cards I have until I see it again. So at this point, I think we're wanting the HPD to do a really big power move, the big kill turn essentially. He's going to Eden's Javelin to kill the Imperialdramon, which is, ooh, that's rough, but he did give us 5 memory, which gives us enough to set up for a kill turn. Realistically, as long as we don't give him any more memory than we have to, we're going to be saying fine, like he can't kill us this following turn. We're going to go into the XVmon, and boy howdy, what do we do? We're going to play out a Vmon and grab a Stingmon. And, you know, to help ensure that he does not get enough memory to... We're literally trying to choke him as hard as we can here. So we're going to Hammer Spark and then go for the Davis Ken, which means that this following turn, we're no matter what going to have 4 memory to work with, just like how Hunter currently has only 4 memory to work with. With this amount of memory, it does mean that he can actually take out the rest of our security stack, potentially. But also at this amount of memory, it means that he can't reach lethal this turn. He is going to swing with the fall down mode and hit a fighter mode, and so that means the fall down mode will float into something else, but it's just, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. We have 4 cards in deck, so basically this next push that we do this following turn, it's either we win or we just die. So he is going to put the Cody up into a Zephyrmon, going down all the way to 0 and knocking out this final security. It lives. It lives, folks. And so basically we're just going to wait for him to pass turn, and we're going to just start playing like crazy, because I think, you know, we have basically our whole deck in our hand, so we're just going to start going. Jamming XVmon, draw off of that. We're going to, realistically, we could have just evolved to conserve memory, but oh well. I think I was worried about actually keeping a card in deck for this. So we're going to send a Zephyrmon to the bottom, and then do all our shenanigans. We're going to swing on suspend, gain a memory, draw a card, going back up to 2. Hunter's going to hit a TK and grab a TK. Shuffle those up a little bit, and then boom, howdy. What is it that we're doing? We're deciding, and I believe we're just going to end up choosing to... I know Hunter only runs 2 Indian Javelins, so that's not my biggest concern. This play ensures that Wyvern's Breath is not a concern. It really could have been if with the way I swung, but it is what it is. So we're just going to Jawgrass immediately, and we're going to, assuming we don't hit a Wyvern's Breath, which hey, we don't, we're going to ensure the game. So that is going to be it, folks. Hunter hits a final TK and he's going to grab a Salamon. But that's going to be it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye bye.